Thank you for joining us this lovely evening. Tonight we'll be attempting to make Ravenberry Tarts. We shall see. I've never made a tart before. I've used a tart tin before and it broke, so. But we got these fancy little tins here that they're supposed to just pop out of. Oh, there's a little, you can pop the bottom of it, so maybe it will pop out. Find out. Let's see. We're gonna have to turn on a fan. It's pretty hot in here. It's pretty warm today. Step 1, to make the dough. Mix the dough so we can chill. Okay. Oh, I did not get out any measuring cups. That's the only thing I didn't get out. I thought about it earlier. I guess I just didn't get it. This is our fancy flour container. Okay, we got 1.5 cups of flour coming up. It's warm today. At least it's warm right now. One and a half cups of flour. Half a cup of powdered sugar. I didn't buy powdered sugar because I was sure my estimate on my eyeball, but this was a half a cup left. We shall find out. I'm sure I was correct. Look at that. Might as well just. Okay. 8 tablespoons. What was that measurement? 144 grams. 144. Ew, that's. Does it say it needs to be softened? Softened. That's soft enough. That one's softer actually. Seriously? We're just gonna put that in there. The butter thief is back because you know, she just freaking loves butter. suppose that's why you'd use something else as a barrier. Most of the desserts in this book have turned out really good. A dash of vanilla. It's a capful, at least to me. One large free-range egg. I don't know if that was a large. It does say large. For some reason, the egg didn't feel very big. I got it all. Now what? Huh?
Is your butter soft enough?
Yeah, kind of. No. No, it's not. Well, it's soft enough if I do this. It tells me to use the food processor. So but I know back in the ancient days, they didn't have a food processor. Pretty sure they weren't making tarts either, but
They certainly didn't have any Kul Tirs.
no. So I'm sure I can do this by hand. I can. Just gotta get sticky. Fortunately, I shouldn't have put that egg in yet because that's just nasty. My hand. This is going splendidly. Ew. We all know that nasty bit right there is egg. Why not? It smells good though. It smells like vanilla. So there's that much. Well, because I have to do it by hand, my tart base is going to come out even better. Jeez. I suppose it's like making pastry. Huh? Yeah, but I meant that puff stuff. You know where you gotta pinch all the little flowers into the. Yeah, I probably should have cut up the. I meant to do that. It was going through my head to cut it in little squares before I put it in. So that way I could. But it's going together now. Since we gotta do this till we got a large ball. That'll be a few minutes. It's getting underneath my nails. Hair's tickling my face. Everything's annoying me. My hand is sticky. Getting somewhere of that last little crunchy bits on the bottom. There. What a nice little So to do this until it's in a nice ball, I will show you my beloved ball. Now it's just getting tacky and gross. It's still stuck to my fingers. There's my ball. Not bad. It's a bit tacky. What do we do with it after that? Flatten it into a disc. And then put it in the fridge. I waste all this beautiful dough on my fingers. Okay. Since we've got to flatten that baby out. Look at that. Perfect little flat pancake. We just gotta chill it. Might be a piece of butter in there that's not completely mixed. I suppose we'll worry about that when we take it out. Yeah. What are you laughing at? Now we're gonna whip together the filling. I say whip together like it's gonna be so simple. It's never that simple. Let's see. 1 cup heavy cream. Bought so much cream lately. We have an unlimited supply in the house. That's what I'm hoping, Kaiser. That big glob of butter will disappear. This is for the inside of our tart. I'm going to start a stream that I just washed dishes.
I've seen those before.
Hey, I would sit there and watch that.
Okay. How I wonder.
We have been watching that guy make hot dogs for hours.
We've got 57 viewers right now.
Huh?
57 viewers right now.
Oh. Yeah. 1/4 cup of Thank goodness it's only a fourth a cup because anything bigger probably wouldn't fit through this hole. You know, these things are really nice for the kitchen, and it looks real nice too when you have a nice container. But they're a pain in the butt when you have to use them. Just thought I'd say that out loud. 8 ounces. Good God. About 250 grams. We're gonna have to weigh. Never seen this stuff before. 250. 8 ounces. Yeah. We're gonna bust out the handy little. Oops, I skipped it. Dang it. Ounces. We'll use the lid as our thing. Where'd my spoon go? Decided to rinse and wash my dishes after use so that way I don't have a heap to do later. This smells like cream cheese.
227 grams.
227 grams is what?
8 ounces.
How much was this? Oh, I can't. It's almost a whole container. I figured I know that much.
Yes. The whole container is 250, he said.
Yeah. Oh. Stay. Ooh, almost there. Oh, come on. Tastes like cream cheese without sugar. Where's my handy dandy spatula thing? There we go. Hi, Kaz.
Just leave it. I'll use it. I'll use it in something. Do you want to get rid of it?
No, I mean, there just really wasn't
I'll put it in there.
much left. Oh, I got my book wet. Nice. Okay, half cup of lemon curd. Today we are using, yep, I'm not saying it. Yakandanda. That's what it says. Yakandanda. So basically, it's gonna taste like lemon and berries. That's what I gathered. Nothing's working. Would, but you see, this is the last spoon in the drawer. So I need to run the dishwasher. So this is my punishment, having to keep washing it because I didn't run the dishwasher today. Oh shit. That's very tart. And there's something that's gonna go against that, because if I bite into a tart and it tastes like that, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Does it say? It says there's raspberries in the filling. No. Let's see. It says we mix together. Oh, I've totally mucked this whole thing up. Oh, I think I can save it. Because you're supposed to whip the cream and fold in the other cream. Fold in this cheesy stuff. So, we'll just do good little things. Take it back out. So I didn't do anything wrong yet. If it doesn't go together properly, we know why. Because I didn't read the instructions. So this goes with this. Okay, first we gotta whip this into peaks. Then we gotta whip that other thing together and then gently put them together. Nice. Now we've got to mix this together. For some reason, I don't think it's going to go together as good as that. There might have been a bit of cream in that. Let's see. It just says fold in gently. Well, they're both pretty, I don't understand why we just can't. Gently folded. It doesn't say to mix it together, so my gently folded is what we're going to do. minutes since I gotta pop it in the fridge. Until ready for use. Yeah, we gotta be careful with those blueberries, or else we'll end up with it. I gotta wash my one spoon. Oh, it's coming off. This is it. Okay. Let's mess around with that dough. I'm gonna read the instructions on what to do first because, well, we've seen what happened with the filling. It's best to read ahead. We've got 2 pages. Must be very important. Okay. Let's see. It says we need 300 Fahrenheit. What's that Celsius? Nana? 300 would be maybe 220?
No.
No?
It's lower than that.
It is? Well, 200. Oh, wait, yeah, that'd be like 160.
Something. How much? 300?
300 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna preheat just so that way, 'cause it says to preheat. We'll just let it
What
run.
is 300 in a fan forced? In a fan, it's 130 degrees.
130?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll go with that. We are chilled. Very chilled, actually. We're chilled. Okay, says I need to cut out make some big. How big did they say? About 1/4 an inch thickness. Well, I've got 6 little tart casings, so I'm probably gonna have to make double that. For some reason, I don't think this little thing is going to be big enough. There's that chunk of butter. Just a weak chicken. they wanted me to chill it for, because all it does is make it harder to roll. It's like breaking apart. It's because it's cold. That's so stupid. Yeah. I gotta tell you, we gotta get a better rolling pin. This thing is absolute shit. We got half of it down. There is nothing for you. Back up. Let's hope we're not stuck. No. This is glowing so well. I just don't know what to do with myself. I suppose it doesn't matter, because at the end I can just make another ball and roll it out again. So I'd be a lot happier if it wasn't sticking to the what we gotta do? You move up. That worked out better than I thought. That one looked very pretty. Maybe that one was the right thickness, because that one looked good. One, two, three, four. Back up. For you. You wouldn't like it anyway. We had to do a stitch. As for this, we'll just save it for a moment. Magdalene. We'll save that little ball. I only got 6 of these little things, so. Sesame dough. Oh, first we gotta spray these babies. That's what I'm afraid of, them sticking. So we're gonna spray them like they've never been sprayed before. I really don't want them to. If they stick after that, then I just don't know what to do about it. Look at this one. It's like thickness. Well, you definitely don't want to jab and shove too much because I see a clump of butter in that one. I'm thinking I should have cut him a bit bigger. Actually. There's a little bump in the middle of these tins that make it really inconvenient to push it down. But when you press on the bottom of it, it goes pop. So maybe that'll make it easier to get it out. This one's all wonky looking. This one might be a short-sighted one. You know, they were all cut from the same tin. So how can they all be different sizes? That's it? Well, that's a little because now it's like too short. Okay. You think I can add a bit more? Because they're pretty short. Oh, come on. You know what? Oh, hell with it. I'll just do it by hand. It does say in the book that I can do that. Just that this one's just a bit short. Seriously, I didn't do that. That's so annoying. This one looks like it's been patched. It's good. I'm not going to patch anymore. I'm just going to wing it because I'm afraid that bit that I put on there will, huh? Huh? It's in my hand. There's, you got to remember there's lag.
Oh. Sorry.
So what you see might not be true. This tart is going to come out perfect. I'm not messing with anymore. Let's do this. Okay, 130. Oh, I don't know.
Say, what does it say?
Nope. That one looks like. How long does it say those need to do that for? About the time that is. Okay. We do have a little bit of dough left. We'll see how these tarts turn out first. Because they could all break in half. But then they can come out perfect too. So it's like a mystery. going to give my berries a clean. See what kind it is. They seem like they're pretty good. They're good. They say you shouldn't wash berries until you're about to eat them because they get mushy. Those tarts smell like vanilla cake cooking. I wanted to try something. Pretty warm. I was thinking last night that I could do this. That was nice. Look at that.
I'll wait till you're done. You can pop it back. Wait till you're done with that gold pudding thing on.
Yep. Just need some sugar. Yes, that idea worked. I'm not going to do that. What's the picture look like? Put some on our hole, but I don't think that's any good. I think they should look like pretty little flowers. What? I'm gonna make it look like a flower, so it looks all fancy. These should taste good as long as something masks that berry tart lemon flavor. was that much. Not very right. Well, you know what? While I'm here, I might as well cut the tops off the rest of them and put them back. Fresh berries do look good, while that one does not. A bit smashed. Jeez. I guess that one didn't play well with the others. Well, those smell. Just checking because it was a very strong smell of cake. I was worried for a second that they were burning. So I'm going to start batching my honey bread, because while I won't be able to finish it tonight, it has to sit forever to do its thing. So we'll make it up tomorrow, but we'll make up the batch of bread while we wait patiently for those tarts. We better read the instructions, because if I just throw everything together, nothing works. Combine warm water and oats. All right. 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, they're not done. 1/4. So we need 3/4 Mr. Rolled Oats. This is for the honey bread that looks like a beehive. Also, I don't have the pot or pan that'll fit in the air fryer. I have thought of a way to turn it into a beehive. I'll leave that for a surprise. 1/4 cup of warm water. Not sure what 1/4 cup is going to do for the oats. It says leave it so it can soak it up. Well, it swallowed it right when I put it in there, so. And it didn't share with the others either. We'll just play around with it and make sure it all got wet. Milk, honey, yeast, salt, and 1 tablespoon of melted butter into the bowl. Well, it just basically labeled every ingredient to shove in the bowl. So I could have just did that anyway. Let's do this. 1/2 cup of milk, warmed OIC. We're not going to do that. Milk, honey, yeast, salt. Honey, salt. Start to get confused if I've got to do too many things at once, so we're just going to have to go with step 1, milk. We're going to have to warm this. You know what it looks like? It looks like sugar cookies in a tin. Milk, honey. Okay, let's do the honey while the... Put that on for 30 seconds. As usual, it's too hot. Milk. I got out the honey. I have an aversion to honey. Maybe we should try a different brand next time. Just because maybe it's just this one. I don't know. It wants a half a cup, but I'm going to be honest. I'll just put what comes out. I'm not too fussed about the honey aspect of it. Good. Don't want to. Because we'll go with that. Sure looks nice on top of the oats, though, doesn't it? Okay, we did the honey, milk, honey, yeast. Hold on, I need 2 tablespoons of butter. Melted. The butter is soft enough now that I can just basically scoop it out. Two teaspoons of yeast. Sounds like it's going exactly what it was doing. Just shove it to the side while I throw this butter in there. Let the milk cool it off. Right now it just looks like I'm making Porridge. Okay. Beat in an egg and then gradually mix in the flour 1 cup at a time. What does it mean by beat in an egg?
That means you
Use a mixer? Okay.
But you don't have to over whisk it involved, do you?
Alright.
I mean, it's up to you. But you can use the mixer. That's what they mean. Does it say in a small mixer bowl or something?
Are these supposed to be hard or soft?
Well, they're going to harden as they cool, I would say.
Okay.
Like brown?
No. I'll pull one out because
I don't look like they could go a bit.
longer.
Has it risen, do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I said, should you poke it?
Oh, it's hardening up as it cools.
Yeah. How much longer will it go to cook?
None. It's done. Did it for 20 minutes. Oh, Mama.
I suppose.
It seems like it's done, right? Maybe 5 more minutes.
Still smells a bit raw to me. Smell it. You smell it's raw.
Yeah, it smells just like a cookie. It's too soft.
Smells, yeah.
Too soft. So we're just gonna, what did I put it on? 130 something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to 160 and do it for,
Go to 160. Put up to 160.
yeah,
That's fine.
and do it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe not that long.
Yeah.
Needs to dry out.
My tart looked like you just sprinkle sugar on it and it would be a cookie. Okay, we've got to whisk. I better wash my long spoon. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this in and then whisk. Where's my blue thing at? We're gonna have to mix in our flour 1 cup at a time. That's saying that we might not need all of it. I'm using my lucky spatula. The lucky spatula. We use that when we make bread. For some reason, nothing can go wrong. How many cups? Yes, it says up to, so that means we might not have to use 3 cups. I'm banking on 2. I'm correct. See how nice it looks? Nice now.
You're gonna jump.
Last 1 minute. You can definitely tell the one that had the glob of butter in it. My tart had the glob of butter because that one is like puffy, oily mess. Look at that. Okay, what do we do with these babies? Then we got to, ooh, that's tacky. Let's add a bit more flour. I like it when it's tacky. Guess we'll just get our hands dirty. Okay, so we gotta play with it. Before I get messy, just let me pull those out so they can cool off. Because we've got to knead this baby for several minutes. Got a lot of dirty stuff in it. While I read the instructions while I knead. Let's see. So we did that. Gotta play with the dough until it's not sticky. Knead for several minutes until it bounces back. You can feel the oats in it. Whilst we didn't use 3 cups of flour. There we go. So it's called honey bread. It should be called oat bread. I'm going to shove this in a small bowl and let it sit for, I'm going to pop it in the proofer. Just let it sit in there for an hour. Well, it bounces back. A lovely ball of dough. Because I'll have to play with it again. Let's see. No. It just says you gotta wait for it to rise. Do I need to? I want to put it in the fridge for tomorrow. Do I need to let it rise once before I do that? Because I gotta let it rise again. Yeah. Let it rise again after I roll it. Okay. Well, I can see that the tarts that I played doctor with are pretty crap. Let's have a look. Those are still hot. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit. You can see the ones that we played doctor with look like they're about to crack apart. And that one's good. Clean up my mess. I believe I forgot an ingredient on something I made. And I don't know what it is for, and I'm not telling. I don't know if it's good with salt. It was for something. Probably. One spoon. Let's clean it up. I think we're going to need that in a minute. It really doesn't matter what the tart looks like on the inside, because once you fill it up, you're not going to see it. You're just going to see what's on the outside. gotta go in the fridge because I don't. Just fell out. Just fell straight out. Oops. How lucky is that? That one's gonna fall apart because it was doctored together. I think with tarts, practice makes perfect. So maybe next time I make them, I'll know to cut that a little bit bigger. What's it say? So, I can do that without the new stuff. I think I might have a bit much on the no. With my wooden spoon. No, dog. Stay there. She's like, I smell something. Good. Nope. Oh, bugger. Yep, it went better. It was like all so lemony earlier that it was like, holy crap. But now it settled down. My tarts aren't very deep. This one just has, we're gonna have to just take some out of there. Because it's just. Now it's time to use my decoration skills. Let's make foil. Lovely. What's this? How nice is that? Obviously, should have cut more strawberries. But for some reason, oops. Oh, now it's on my face. Maggie's licking her lips like she just got the best treat in the world. That one looked the nicest. Nothing. I'm gonna make little shark fins. So why not? One more. I like the way that one looks. Let's do another one of those. Not bad. I'd say our little tarts turned out quite good looking. Except for this one right here. Yes, we've got little tarts. I know what to do next time. I need to make them a bit deeper. But they turned out pretty good for our first tart. And so, does everybody see? They do look pretty good, don't they? Well, tomorrow we'll be doing that honey bread in the honeycomb shape. You can come watch and see if that turns into a massive failure or not. But that's about it. Thank you, and good night.